Okay, my name's Jasperking, and I'm connecting from Italy, Milan, and I'm an Afro dancehall artist.
Nice, nice. You are
My
welcome to
pleasure.
Tikitaka-show. Today we are gonna be tiki-takaing with you. I exclusive.
Yeah, yeah.
I originally, where are you from?
Yeah, originally I'm from, I was born and brought up in Port Harcourt City, but my parents are from Edo State. So my father was a soldier, and so we resided in Bori Camp. And so let's say I'm from Bende, yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
Edo, Port Harcourt, Edo, Port Harcourt, Edo, Port Harcourt. But I was really born and brought up in Port Harcourt. But my parents are from Edo State.
How long have you been into music industry?
Uh, it's been music all the way. All my life has been music. It's been music all the way. Right from my childhood, from primary school to secondary school, we've been doing this, you know. But professionally, I came into music from 1995 because
Oh
I can
yeah.
remember 1996 I came into Benson Aegis competition that brought out P Square. You know, there was a competition going around the whole Nigeria, and so
Yeah.
I represented Edo State because I heard the news in PH, so I had to go to my mother's town, which is Edo State, to represent. So I
Yeah.
did for Edo State, and I came out with fly colors, of which I went to Lagos for the final finalists.
All right. What exactly makes you choose to become a musician?
Just like as I told you, I never choose music. Music chose me because right from my childhood, when I was very small, I find myself playing a lot of the instrument in church, then always backing up in church. And so from time to time, I was just following the whole thing. And my father said, I guess that is going to be my career. I never choose music. Music chose me. And so all the way I've been finding myself in it, just doing it like that. So I'm not that type that, fell in love like, ah, man, I like music. I do this, I do that. Then I want to go into music. No, I just find myself doing it from my childhood. And so here we are all the way.
All right. Is anybody from your family a musician, your daddy, or is anybody from your family interested in music?
Well, none of both sides, both my father and my mother, nobody has been musicians. But some time ago, my grandfather used to have this cultural group presentation. So I know my grandfather loves music so much. So I remember when way back he used to play all those Sabito Waifo, Gyodi Gyodo, and Jeremy, and on the big turntable way back. So before he passed on, So I remember he used to, not my father, my grandfather, he used to love music so much.
All right. Tell us, let the fans know what kind of music do you specialize on?
Actually, I started with dancehall reggae, and you know how it is as the day breaks by, and everything is getting modernized and everything is changing. So now I do Afro dancehall. That's my brand of music. But for me, I call it Afri Raga vibes. That's what I call it.
This started
Yeah.
in Nigeria or when you were already in Europe? Yeah.
We started this thing way back in Nigeria. We grew up with the new, how would I call it, the new world genre, which is Afrobeat. We are the first pioneer with Afrobeat. How it all started. We were there when it all started from day one, from the Shakomo, the Remedy, and whatever Idris. It was in my eye everything started. It was in my eye everything generated. Tony Tuetula, and all of them. It was in my eye everything started, and because way back I used to perform in a live band called Difference live band, and so that was an opportunity for me to always meeting all these artists. Apolike, Dairo, all of them, you know. So it was my eye, the whole genre everybody's enjoying now started. I'm not just a child that just grew up and met the genre. Man, we were the pioneers of this genre people are enjoying today in the world. Afrobeat, called Afrobeat.
With those artists you mentioned now, that brings me back to memory because I could remember Ike Dairo, and so on, and Tony Tutula. Yes, those days, that is Shoki then. That is good.
Yes, yes.
All right.
That the
And
fresh,
you moved to
tall
Europe and
man.
you choose to continue doing it.
Yes, yes.
Since this time you have been into this, how many songs so far that you have released? You know?
Yeah, right now, officially, at least, if I want to count, at least, I have more than 50 something songs released on under my own label called the Jasper Nation Movement. You understand? So
Yeah.
just last year, previous year, I released a drop on EP of 9 tracks, and also now I'm preparing for a new EP. But although we are deciding to make it single by single in interval of every 2 months. So now one of my singles just dropped now, my baby. We are still waiting for the stores to bring us date for release, but we have supplied to the stores. You know, so that's what's up. Well,
Yeah, I
it's just
understand.
too much music.
Show that you have been busy working.
Of course, we've been busy from the one we started it, even from the school lit, from school lit inter-house sport. Since then we've been here. That's the reason why most times, sometimes when I see some artists who just started barely 2 or 3 years ago, in this game is like the law firm. This music game is like the law firm. You, the newborn, what do you call a lawyer, you wouldn't come and dictate on a judge what to do. Yes, so that's the reason why I see some artists in EU there here at least come to quantify how many years they spend in music. It's not up to 5 years or 6 years, and they say now they are the best. There's so much to discover. There's so much to learn. Like me, okay, imagine me now. Imagine my credibility in the music for over approximately 20, almost 30 years. I'm still learning. So what are you going to tell me? You that just came 5 years. So what are you going to tell me in music? I'm still as humble as ever. So that's the reason why, like in my country here in Italy, where I reside, the Italians love live band. So I happen to have this opportunity to work with a band's leader likes like Mr. Kojo. He was the band leader of Sabito Ifo band, and so he was a multi-instrumentalist. And so those people taught us a lot of things about live band. All my life, I've even been used to playing live band. That's what I'm used to. Live band. I prefer live band. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why the first club that I went to perform, they had a live band, they had a DJ swing, and the music director there said, he's an Italian. He said, please, we do test artists with live band so as to know their authenticity, and the originality. And they claim and they played. They just brought me there, and they started, and they were playing, and I told them the key that they gonna play for me, and they started playing, and immediately with my first intro into the music, the music director said, "Oh, this is a professor. Oh, let's go to the office." He signed a contract.
Wow.
So that's how it is.
This happening here or back in Nigeria?
Yeah, this happened here, back here in Italy, Milan. You know, the Milan city, they love
Nice.
so much dancehall, DJ selector. You know, Milan have one of the best DJ selectors in, you know, like the dancehall music, reggae dancehall music. Milan have one of the best Italians. I'm talking about real Italians doing dancehall music like Jamaicans
Yeah.
and others. The Milan has one of the best selector groups in Europe.
Oh yeah.
Go check it out. You know exactly what I'm talking
Nice.
about.
I want to ask you this before I forgot it. During this time, you are in Nigeria performing and all that. Which of these artists have you met in person?
Everybody, I've met everybody. Both all the kings maker. Everybody are on my list, and everybody know me. Everybody, ranging from the Two-Face to Blackface to what do you call Tony Tetuila, Polike Dairo, Kenny D1, everybody. What do you call DJ Neptune? I knew Neptune when Neptune never had a car.
Oh yeah.
It was in Ray Power, Alagbado there. And one of my, because I used to be a
Yeah.
manager to a studio in Egbeda in Lagos. So Neptune used to come to my studio to like plead for a session for jingles.
Wow. Do you manage to have any chance performing with any of them on stage?
Of course, I've performed in TBS, I've performed in different places all over, all around Nigeria. I perform in TBS, I perform in
Alongside any of
what
these
do you call
artists?
different clubs, different clubs. Even Colosseum nightclub. I don't know if Colosseum still exists now. Do you know Colosseum in Ikeja? I don't know if it still exists now.
Colosseum is a former, yeah, is a very popular place, obvious.
Yes, yes, I've done a lot of performance in Colosseum. You know, so
So what was the experience you get by performing with these guys or hanging around, working with them on the studio those days in Nigeria? What was the experience? Good or
uh,
bad experience?
well, it has to do with an individual experience. You know, like sometimes you learn one or two things from them, and also sometimes they pick one or two things from you. So that's it. And the experience is now I'm not just a Johnny just come as the Nigerian man will say. So today, if I want to reach out to them, the way they were, if you are a EU artist as they call themselves, because I don't call myself an EU artist, I call myself African artist based in Europe. Yeah, yeah. If you as an upcoming artist here in EU, you want to reach to those guys now, they will be a little bit constrained. But if someone of my kind I want to reach to Tubaba, all I have to do is to go to his page and say some word. He will know this person is coming. Please grant him this person audience. This person is coming somewhere. And when he sees me, he's going to shout because they used to call me Viper Man. He's going to shout, Viper Man, where you come there? I say, man, I lost go Europe. So he will be different from the approach he will give to me is different from you, the upcoming artist in EU here, trying to see him. Just as I told you, the music business is like the law firm. It's like the law firm. That's how the business is. Nobody can break loose without being grinding for long. You don't just come from nowhere and break loose. No. The only person who've done that is just Davido. And it's just the grace of God that is keeping him. Because now he is the grace of God that is keeping him to remain in the industry.
Did you manage to have any track together with any of these boys?
Yeah, actually, I did a track with Tikitaka of Ghana. That was when he was really making wave with Tony Tetuila because it was in my studio we recorded that. So I did a track with Tikitaka of Ghana and also Nice way back when. And so, but those tracks they were for then. For then. And also, I did a track with one of what do you call Tony Totula best producers. They call it Keynote. Keynote. Keynote was the one who was a very authentic producer to Tony Tetula then. So I did a track with him then. But that is past now. That is past. We're talking about now.
Obvious.
Now. And we are
Obvious.
ready
Obvious.
because, you know, then plus now, all plus together for us is a bag of profile that nobody on earth can beat.
All right. Living it, I mean, coming to Europe, and when you come to Europe, you know, you have been in Nigeria, work with a lot of artists in Nigeria, you get to know a lot of artists in Nigeria. Then you coming to Europe and start continue with your music career. How do you find it? What differences are there, like doing it here and doing it there?
Okay, like in Nigeria, it's all the same ball game. Uh, like in Nigeria, you need to have influence, you need to have finance in place. Right here in the Western world, all the same ball game. You still need to know people, and you still need to have finance. You know, because sometime along the line, it's easier in Europe because most of the aggregates are in place. But like I would say, if you really want to be a successful artist in Europe, your location matters because there are some cities or countries that don't really pay much attention to entertainment, but they love being entertained. But say, let's make it work as a business. They don't really pay much attention to it like that. So it determines the country you are that will determine how far you will go in Europe. But for me, I
Exactly.
prefer places like UK, America, or Canada, uh, and that's what I'm working towards to like relocate.
How long have you been in Milan doing this music?
Yeah, I've been in Milan approximately 4 years now, or 3 years and 9 months.
Do you produce your music yourself in Milan there, or do you go to people's
Of course,
studios to do that?
of course, I have where I am now is my studio. So I have a mini studio. So what I do is after I finish producing the beat, then I have a lot of producers all over the world that I work with. There I can transfer data to them. Then I'll tell them, okay, look at this beat. Just look. This is the concept, and try to like see how you can beef it up or how you can paint it out and make it a more standard and international beat. I have producers from what do you call Port Harcourt, my city, great producers. I have producers from Lagos, great producers. These are producers I know them. I know what they are capable of doing. I have producers in Mochigo Bay, Jamaica. I have producers in Kingston Town, Jamaica. So and I have producers in UK. So all these guys. I also have one Japanese producers. I have a song in my China there. It was produced by a Japanese producer. What do you call Black Queen is the title of the song. If you listen to it, you will never believe. It's a
Okay.
Japanese producer that made that song for me.
Then, how about your lyrics? How do you come up with your lyrics? You wrote your lyrics yourself, or
Of
did someone
course,
have to write
of
some down
course,
for you?
of course, of course. I do write for myself. Of course, I write most of my songs. Most of my songs it will be day-to-day happenings. You know, I can be in the midst of people. They are talking. I won't even say a word, and I'm listening. So if anything comes out of any one of them that I know is catchy, then I can drop it. And at the end of the day,
Nice.
compose them together and use them to make music.
Ask you this, somebody said you have been in Italy. So how is meeting up with the system, showcase business in there in Italy? How is it? How is it going? And the person also added up that he didn't see because this person has visited Italy. His ambassador himself also has visited Italy during the Gbedu Award. But he's asking now, how is the show business in Italy?
Okay, for me, music is a career and is a very lovable journey for me personally. I'm not talking about some other people. If some other people were in my shoes, they will leave music. So that's the reason why someone in one of the American artists said, for the love we have for the game, not what the game will give us. Because first, the game chooses us. So there's a spiritual connection with our mortal body and the God of music. So wherever we are, whether it's profitable or not profitable, we are in it. So for Italy as a place, just as I said earlier on, it's not an entertainment country. But we're still in it. Yeah. So the thing is, for me, let me use the word, I'm married to music all my life. I'm married to music. So whatever I find myself, I'm still going to be doing music on earth. So that's what's up. We are married to the music.
Right.
So in due season, I guess people like us are going to be legend. We're already legend in the African music. Might take a little time.
You are 100% right. That is why I tell you people that in this Tikitaka-show you will get to meet great and talented artists, them those that has been keeping it real. Some of them has been laying low, not that they don't know what to sing or not that they have not been doing. They are doing, but they have been laying low, or some of them has been on their own, keeping it real without minding. And here is one of those who has been keeping it real. The Jasper King. Someone is even saying that you are sounding like Charlie Boy. You know, the ambassador himself said that you are sounding like Charlie Boy.
No, the person has not listened to other of my songs. This one you listen to now, by the time you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to see all of them are coming from a different perspective, a different range. Like if you listen to my new single now, you're going to listen to something different entirely.
About the message that you are giving out to, more especially this one, like the one we listening now, Wahala no go day. What was the message there?
That song really is talking about respect. It's reciprocal. Excuse me. Respect is reciprocal. That's what that song is talking about. Wahala no good day. If me and you respect ourselves, if you know where I will pinch you and it will hurt you, please don't even dare to even try to do it to me. Okay, just like the first time, I've never met you before. I just started you up on Messenger, and you said okay. You said I should send my pictures and some other things to you, and I sent to you, and you listened to some of my tunes, and you said, ah, wow, this is good. Let's put you on here. But some other guys won't do that. First, they're going to be envious. Second, they're going to say, ah, no, this guy, no, we're not going to put him. Okay, let him pay us money. So tomorrow, and you comes, you are in need of something in my hand, and with all my last energy, I give it to you because of what you've done to me. So that's respect is reciprocal. What you know will hurt you. Please don't even think to do it to another person. If we humans can live like that, at the end of the day, you will see everybody regarding and respecting each other.
That is it. That is a very clear message. And that is what happening in the world we are living right now. You know?
Now,
That is what
most
is
especially
that is
this
what
new
happening in the
generation.
world we are living now. I want to ask you, what was the reason why you said you don't want to be considered called EU artist, but know you as an African artist living in Europe?
Okay, like someone like Bob Marley started in Jamaica and later was signed in the US, where the record label is affiliated with UK and America, and later now moved down to the US and stayed all his life there until he passed on. He was called a reggae artist, Jamaican artist. Yeah.
Yes.
So I too, I'm doing my thing. I started in Nigeria as an African. I'm based here does not qualify me a European. Even if I have their passport, I'm still an African. So I should be recognized or qualified as an African artist based in.
Yeah, nice. Do you run your own label, or are you under any label, or you run your own label?
For now, I'm doing solo. I'm on my own. But in the future, or if anyone, maybe some guys might be watching here, want to connect me to a bigger label with more funds, wow, glory be to God. I'll be most happy, and I'll welcome anyone.
So you are open for new label, but you are doing your own,
Yeah,
right? You
of
are like
course,
solo
of
artist.
course, of course. Bigger, yeah, bigger platform. I'm open to them. I just believe in myself, and I believe in my archives. I believe in what I'm doing, and I believe someday, sometimes, some guys is going to see what I'm doing, and they're going to come, and it's going to be like, wow.
And like that brings me to my next question. I'm about to play one of your track, but I want to ask you this. In Milan, there musicians, are there Afrobeat musicians there or artists them there?
Yeah, we have a lot of black people doing music here, but just as I told you earlier on, when I came down to this country, I met a man. He's a saxophonist. His name is called Mr. Marco. So Mr. Marco had to take me around deep into the Italian world. I mean, Italian dancehall, reggae dancehall world. And so I was really sink into these guys, and because if you look, I have most of my shows, they're always in their club or in the hall, or just for Italians, and because Italians are so in love with reggae dancehall music. So along the line, I don't really have that much bond with Nigerians doing song in Milan here. It was one time I met a guy, and he was begging me. He's a promoter, and he said, "Please, let me take you to an African club where you can perform. Africans will begin to see you and know you." And this is, I said, okay, let's go there. And when I got there, and we just sat down. And when it got to my turn to perform, and when I started performing, everybody in the club danced until I dropped the microphone and left. And the owner of the club came and said, "God, who are you? I've never seen any black artist who came and make everybody dance and dance until you left." He brought 7 bottles of champagne, expensive one to one table, and kept on my table, and brought money. I said, God, he now told the promoter, "Please, these are the kind of people I always tell you to bring to my club. Who is this guy?" And
Nice.
you know, on that night, because of the crowd was too much, my phone was stolen. E compuli
For
wola
real.
use kienke, original
Damn.
Jasperking. Me come fi mash up
Damn.
on no party. This are the Jasperking. Me come puli wola you. I'm on a new King Kong. We are
Damn.
the new King Kong. Oh yeah. I'm on a
Damn.
new King Kong. Me come fi kill you with me song. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Nice vibe. Tell us a bit about this track. You produce the beat, you own the lyrics, right? And the beat. Tell us a bit.
Yeah, like this song. Yeah, this song was written by me, but this beat was produced by my producer in Mochigo Bay, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Mr. Don is his name.
Okay.
Yeah, and he made this beat, and he sent the beat to me on WhatsApp. I was like, when I listened to the beat, I was like, God, this is good. Already I had that chorus before. Original Jasper me come fi mash up on no party. These are the Jasper me come pulley wola you skinke. And I said, oh, and the whole team mashed, and it goes together. I said, okay.
Yes.
So I start to write some of the song, and I feature one other guy here in Italy. Here, he's a Nigerian, and he's the one who did the rap. He's called the Miller. He's the one who
Oh, the
did. There's a
Milan.
rap inside. He is the one who did the rap. The Miller.
What message do you send out
Hello.
there?
Beat your chest at all time. Believe in yourself at all time. That's the reason why I come. Why I told you original Jasper me come fi mash up on no party. These are the Jasper me come pulley wola you skanking. I'm on a new King Kong. You know what the King Kong though? The King Kong.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
on a new King Kong. It's a song of confidence. It's a song to for you to rise up every morning and believe in what yourself is doing, even if everything around you is telling you lie that it won't work. But believe in yourself.
Jasperking, okay, before we round up, is there any advice that you would like to shift in for artists, upcoming artists, or artists in general out there, more especially EU?
Well, actually, my advice is to every artist is please first just believe, be confident about yourself, believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing because at first a whole lot of people are going to turn you down. Even your closest folks, they'll be the one first to turn you down. It's a missionary job. And they'll be the one to turn you down first. The people you are relying on that, these are my people, they'll be the one to turn you down. But believe in yourself. That's where the song King Kong came in. Believe in yourself. Be confident in yourself. Confidence in what you are doing. And always try to research new things that is happening in this new generation. New things, get to know new things. Add more knowledge to your archives. Don't always go for money. Keep this idea of money, money, money. Keep it aside. Get knowledge, pursue inspiration, pursue education in any sector you find yourself. Because definitely, when you have an event, invention, at the end of the day, money will come. It's money will be the one pursuing you. It's just like my own kind of person now with the brand of music that I have. By the time a good record label discover me, they're gonna be like, God, we never knew something like this exists. So all my years I take struggling, working hard to put in the best, would that not pay off? So my advice to each and every one of them is this idea of na money, na money, na money. First, delete that, scrap all that from your head. The only thing that will stand the test of time, that will win the test of time, is your education, your wisdom, and your inspiration. That's the only thing that can win any weather or any stormy weather. Money cannot win any weather. Oh, money will fade away.
Nice.
So that's my only advice I have for them.
Please, shout out to anybody you want to shout out to.
Yeah, okay. I want to say shout out to all my fans out there, all the people who has been following Jasperking, who has been supporting Jasperking, and for the ones who has not start following, please endeavor to follow because there's so much content in this man here, and there's so much you guys are going to benefit. There's so much inspiration, education going in this man here that you guys are going to benefit. Shout out to all my fans out there. Shout out to all my Italian selectors all out there. DJ Orange Man, DJ Leslie, DJ Vito War, the original raw selector, all of them, DJ Mazzy, Mr. Marco. Man, those guys, they showed me love, and I want to say shout out to each and every one of them. And also shout out to Agora. Agora is the place where I always go to perform, and that's an Italian dancehall club. It's a capacity of approximately 11,000 people, and so you know what's happening there is massive. So shout out to each and every one of them, and also shout out to every Nigerians. My brother Da Snoop. Da Snoop is my very close person. He knows everything and he know how it goes. Shout out to every one of you. We not get Babele. We get love hearts. Shout out to each and every one of you because Babele not go work. So shout out to everyone out there, even to all the EU artists, the ones I know and the ones I don't know. Shout out to each and every one of you. To all the DJs. Shout out to each and every one of you. To all the presenters, shout out to each and every one of you out there. To you, Mr. Singer, man, you're too much. You're too much. I greet you too much. You're too
From
much.
the heart. It's
Thank
from
you
the
very
heart.
much.